Yeah.
That's what I like.
He never showed up.
He is a loser.
He was never on time.
He slept with my boss.
He slept with my boss's boss.
My boss's boss.
Boss.
This is my brother Daryl.
There was something about, I was going to bring up, something about his deer.
Something about his deer?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's doing his deer?
Hope it's
I mean,
okay.
it might be.
Hey, Spanky from Beans and Weenie Show. Welcome in.
Oh, man. It's been a while since we talked to him. That sexist prick.
Yeah. It's ought to be pretty exciting.
It's always exciting.
I was going to say, you make it sound like all the shows suck ass.
Oh,
Slightly, sir.
yeah.
Oh, hey there, slightly.
Hey, big dick.
Big dick, big Rick, big.
Big caucus.
I got to get over to Rumble. I'm not even on Rumble yet.
God bless it. Hey, Mama Bear. Hey, Mama Bear, tell Big Caucus my phone overheated.
No, it didn't. He didn't want to talk to me.
I thought you guys were going to think I was like in an accident or something. Oh, my God. Spanky's just left. Hey, BP, what's up? Yeah, make sure you... Ooh, man, already sharing the show. I love it. Make sure you share the show, like the show. Talk bad about the show. Tell your friends about the show.
Tell the people you don't like about the show.
Share nudes to the show.
Yeah. It'll be good. Look at this. BP, Mama Bear, Big Rick.
I like it.
Big Caucus isn't over on Rumble yet.
Not yet.
Come on.
Big Rick, I didn't even have a lunch today, man. It's near the end of the month, so we...
Dude, look at you. When do you skip lunch? When?
I'm down 15 pounds, bitch.
Speaking of lunch, was that pork any good?
I
You didn't even do a lunch with Spanky today.
I'm doing this weekend. Yeah, man, we're down to the end of the month, so everything has to be turned in. So obviously we can show our month's profits, and we are. Oh my God, we were just. What did they say? $2,700 some away from $1 million month. That's insane.
That's good for a Biden economy.
Right. Oh, Mama Bear said hi to you slightly. Hey, Jelly, what's up, babe?
Jelly.
Jelly likes it when I tell her to shut up. Usually when I...
Mama Bear. What's going on, Mama Bear?
I gotta make this a little larger.
That's what she said.
That's right.
Well, that's not hard to do. Just rub it. Rub it a little bit.
Hey, she's sharing the show there slightly.
Slightly, good job.
Slightly,
buddy.
thanks for sharing the show.
Good job. You know,
Eric, welcome to the show.
Hey, Eric.
Good to have you. Let's see, we're getting everybody situated. Everybody is coming in. Podbean, welcome everybody over on Rumble.
Oh yeah, welcome.
Look, we got JM over on YouTube.
Just music?
Yeah, JM,
just music.
Just music.
Just music.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Bear says we're not live on Rumble.
Yeah, we're live.
We are.
So yeah, we got Mama Bear. We are.
I'm watching on Rumble.
So
we got 2 people watching on Rumble.
Make sure you get a big screen TV so you get us all in there.
I just got word from Deer Lover.
Oh, what?
Oh,
He's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. Of course he's not.
He's out looking for
Deer
more
meat.
deer.
Somebody for Bambi or Delish.
BP said I figured out why Camel Toe was Ben saying so much nonsense. Her mom fed her too much alphabet soup growing up.
Teaching her to be American and not Indian.
I can't. We'll get into it later. But
now she's Indian.
I'll wait till we get into that again. I listen. If you're a Democrat, you're fucking retarded. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. I'm just gonna throw that out there because I don't understand you guys anymore. You get mad because Trump's weird, but you guys show up drag dressed in makeup and you don't even know what sex you are. But Trump and Vance are weird. You don't even know what a female is to be upset that Trump's being mean to Kamala Harris because she's a female black woman. You don't even know what a woman is. This just doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
Can you send him a message on Rumble? Who we sending? Hey, Fax Porcupine, what's up? Pacwa? This must be French. Pepaqua. I don't know who that is. We got the show coming up. Ralph can't find us. What?
Yeah. Our show's
Do I need to put maple on my nuts? Because apparently that's what he's going for right now. He's down with the maple.
I love this, sir.
He was talking about Mama Bear's bush with maple on it. He was
Yeah. Oh, I came in right at that. Yeah. I wanted more of that.
What do you guys listen to?
Oh boy, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's WESN network on TikTok with Big Caucus and
the Big Caucus Network.
Yeah.
It's the Big Caucus Network.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 3 on there. 3 on Rumble. Yeah. Okay. It's pulling up. Everybody's
signing in.
everybody's signing in. We got a little
comfy.
YouTube. We got a little Facebook going on, but Rumble.
Got
Rumble's
a
happening.
little prayer for you.
Sweet. Shadoobadoo-wah.
I mean, we could start if you want.
I was reading an article about
Not
the Facts
yet.
of Life girls. They're not getting along well today.
Who?
The Facts of Life girls.
Who? Oh, they're arguing.
Oh, I thought they were already
yeah.
dead.
No.
Mindy's
they're
not
not.
dead yet. I thought for sure diabetes would have took her out.
Only the housekeeper's dead.
Mrs. Garrett.
Mrs. Garrett. she's
Mrs.
dead.
Garrett. Yeah, she was hot.
It's not the Facts of Life. It's the Bob Saget's family. It's Cameron.
Oh, they're fighting.
No. The Facts of Life people are in it too.
Are they fighting over the Olympics?
Not over the Olympics.
Oh.
They're just fighting amongst each other not to do a reboot.
Oh, you got a lot of bitches just fighting all of a sudden, huh? All right, it's getting hot.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Someone take off all your clothes. Oh, well, fine. What the hell? What?
Oh, no, go ahead. I was just going to say, so we got the Facts of Life fighting, and then we got Full House fighting. What's going on?
Yo, Shelby, welcome into Podbean.
Shelby Jack. Shelby
Oh,
Jack.
my taskmaster's telling me that I've got editing to do. Well,
Shelby
fuck that. I'm doing this. We're having fun.
Yeah, screw that. Let's kick this pig.
Oh dear.
It's another Wednesday, the last day of the month of July
Yes.
in the year 2024. The world is still basking in the magical anointment of the most unlikable Cinderella presidential candidate of all time, Kamala Harris. This woman was so unlikable by the Democrat Party in 2020 that she had to drop out before any votes were cast. But now, the Democrats are here to tell you that she is the savior of democracy and the United States of America. That is some kind of pixie dust they are throwing around out there today. The boys have a lot to talk about this evening, and we're glad that you are here. Welcome to the ultimate cage match. No holds barred. Common sense is the weapon of choice. It's time for your slightly doomed roundtable of opinion and facts. Here are the boys, Slightly, Jester, Spanky, and Scooter.
Hola.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Sí, senor.
Wow.
Just wow.
But no Jester.
Oh, dear.
But we got wow.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
It's awesome.
Chester's, is he working tonight, or what's he doing tonight?
He's playing with the deer. Yeah. It's got to be
He's
the
working.
deer.
He's working the deer.
Got to be the deer. Got to be the deer. Well, how you doing tonight? Spanky, what's going on, my brother?
That's Wednesday.
Hey, good. Glad you're here.
Look like a big chunk of cheese. Feeling good.
With a lot of holes.
Feeling good.
Are you in Wisconsin or what's going on?
No, this is my SpongeBob shirt. This is the shit I wear to work. This is my work attire. Here, I'll
You
send
work
it
in a
right.
daycare? What the fuck?
See?
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah. It's my
Okay.
it's my SpongeBob attire.
To everybody that's watching us on Rumble, YouTube, and Facebook, we
welcome, Nick.
apologize.
We-
We're very sorry for that large yellow.
Large caucus.
Large. No, there's no caucus there.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Large.
Well, there is. It's just an innie.
No. Wow. No.
Hey, Nick, what's up, buddy?
Oh, but anyway, Slightly, how are you doing on this
my
beautiful,
God.
fine Wednesday evening? What's going on,
It's
bro?
a fine Wednesday. I'm just happy to be here. I've been working in the office all day. Haven't been on the road. That'll be later tonight. But everything here in Nevada is great. JD Vance stopped by, and
Nice.
yeah, he's headed to Reno, I guess. But yeah, everything on my end is pretty good. I'm gearing up for World War III. We'll get into that a little bit later.
That'll be we all better be ready for World War III.
Yeah, shit's about to go down.
Yes, it is.
Oh my.
It's exciting. Well, hey, what the hell? Let's just get this going. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to Wednesday Night Roundtable with the slightly doomed crew. That is the big orange cheese or yellow cheese guy over there, Spanky McButternuts. He didn't even catch it. And
I'm ignoring you. I'm working out my frustration.
Sitting over to my left, we've got slightly serious James hanging in here with me on the beautiful, slightly doomed roundtable today. This has been quite an interesting week, I think.
Oh my
here.
gosh! It's only Wednesday.
Well, it's it's only Wednesday. Well, check this out. We've got a little bit of a news break here. Let's just kick it off. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. The United States is edging closer and closer to World War III thanks to the Biden administration. As we have now found out, the Iranian supreme leader orders a strike directly on Israel to retaliate for them taking out one of the worst terrorists in the world.
Oh my God.
So I thought that was kind of fascinating. And the other thing that we have some breaking news on here, we'll kick it off again. It's terrible. All right, so Biden administration let everybody in the United States down again today. Well, it's like a daily event, but we've got a twofer going on here. It seems that the folks that were the masterminds behind the 9/11 bombing, they made a plea deal. They're not going to get executed. They're going to serve out their time in some plushy 5-star resort.
Yep.
Oh, they'll go join the illegal aliens.
There you go. They're going to New York City. New York City.
Here I come.
That's it. My kind of town.
When are we going to get together as a country and start vigilante justice? When are we going to start doing this?
No, we follow. See, the problem with that is that most of the people follow the laws. They're not vigilantes.
Fuck that.
They don't do that kind of shit. Now, when we get to actually when they pass the law and the purge comes in, then fuck it. All bets are off. We're going to town.
Why do we have to wait, though?
Well, you got to wait. You got to wait for it. That's the way it works. But anyway, continuing on with it, here is some fun and interesting things that have happened this last week. Now, I know everybody hates the Olympics, me included.
Yes.
Fuck the Olympics.
Yes.
Come on, I like the swimming part.
You like the diving part.
I like the girls' volleyball.
Well, I like the girls' volleyball too. I do a little bit of gymnastics, but
oh Lord, yes,
a little too young for me. No. Anyway, a little gymnastics. But here is something interesting that I found. So, we've got this whole world full of transgender people, transgender men and transgender women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it seems like the Olympics have got on board, and specifically the International Olympic Committee. They have recently revised its guidelines allowing transgender women to compete in women's boxing events at the Olympics.
How is that? I thought they're men.
No, transgender, they are women. They are women.
Well, but they got the testosterone of men now.
No, they've got. I watched the video. This guy beat the shit out of this poor woman in the ring, and now Spanky's going to have a little bit more on this related subject a little bit later.
Kind of.
Why can't they just have their own? We'll have men, women, and another category.
I'm on the fence with this. Well, listen,
there is no fucking fence.
Hear me out. She.
Who's they?
Who? Okay, so the girl got beat up by the guy that was originally a girl but identifies as a guy. Is that what I'm understanding?
No, he identifies Laura, somebody from I don't know, Kosovo.
Put that picture back up there. Help me out. I'm kind of confused with this. That's why I was.
Okay.
The guy on the left is
saluting.
Blue shirt is a guy.
That is a dude.
Red
was
shirt
it a girl?
Is a girl.
Red shirt is a girl.
So who's the transgender?
The guy.
The blue. It's women's boxing.
So he was
Oh,
a
so
she.
she
before
was-
he
okay,
became a
okay.
She
he.
got her ass kicked by the dude. He won. See, his arms raised.
So, but he used to be a she.
No.
or-
He's a dude with a dick, and he's identifying as a woman.
Oh,
And-
so they're allowing it.
So
yes.
why did she fight?
Oh, my
Why didn't she go no and protest the Olympics? That was a shining moment. That could have took the spotlight off
Could've.
the Olympics. Why did she go, oh, yeah, I'd like to get my ovaries
She was
pounded"?
shamed into it.
She don't have any balls.
She was shamed into it. She didn't have any balls. There you go.
Well, she don't look that bad.
Oh, big shout out to Princess Kitty over on Rumble. She donated a little bit to us there.
Meow.
Meow, meow,
Meow. Crash. Welcome, baby.
Oh, it's been a big day for Crash, too. Hopefully you're feeling better today, Crash. God, lost my place here. Let's get
So
back
anyway,
to
I
it.
was saying the lady in red don't look that bad. I mean, for getting her ass beat, she doesn't look too bad.
She got her ass kicked. Fuck, she's got 2 black eyes. He was pummeling her. He was just fucking pummeling the shit out of her.
Wow. I don't understand that either. I
No.
don't know. It's-
Is that an American or is it what?
No, he's from Kosovo and she's from Italy or Mexico
Is he
or
or
someplace.
she identifying as like an American?
No.
I mean, Khalif.
No, that's the other people that failed to meet the gender eligibility test. So
Do you have nuts?
they couldn't beat up on women.
You gotta have nuts to do that.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah. So it's just 67. God,
Wow.
this is just men wanting to go beat up women. That's all it is,
Oh, it's another guy. Look,
Yeah.
the guy in the red.
dude.
Jesus.
Dude, beating up on the women.
So
Is the referee a guy at least?
We don't know. We didn't ask his pronoun.
he don't know either. That's why he's the ref. He doesn't take sides.
Big Caucus, there is no jester tonight. His
Hey, Big Caucus.
his little jester is ailing him, and he's got to feed it to the deer. So we have no jester this evening. The other interesting thing that I ran across here, and like I said, Spanky's going to have a little bit more on the subject of men just beating up women. So it should be interesting. But check this out, okay? A video has now surfaced that shows the assassin
Oh, I
moving
just saw
around on
this
the
today, yeah.
sloped roof while Donald Trump is actually speaking. Now, if you're watching on Rumble, YouTube, or Facebook, you can see the little red circle, and there's a video that goes with it. Go out there, take a look at it. We'll try to provide it to you on one of our many social media outlets.
No, you should have got Rumble.
You should have got Rumble, so you can. Yeah, there you go. But anyway,
Rumble.
Yeah.
yeah. And this, interestingly enough, this was taken by James Copenhaver.
Look at that slope.
Yeah, big
Man,
slopey roof. They couldn't.
That's dangerous.
Ooh.
They're saying they couldn't see him. This guy took the picture. Now, the unique thing about James Copenhaver, he was one of the ones that was injured by a bullet. See where he's standing?
Wow.
Put him in critical condition.
I wonder if do you wonder now, especially now seeing this, do you wonder if Trump saw him and like saw him at the same time the shots were fired and it just didn't click with him at the time? Like, oh, that dude's shooting at me.
He would no. I don't think he ever saw it.
You don't
I
think
think
he'd see that guy on the roof? No?
No, I don't think he ever saw it. I think that guy is plainly. I mean, because you can see when you watch the video, he's walking around up there. He's moving around to get in his spot so he can take the shot. Now you look at where the other sniper teams were, and that window that was open behind him.
So you're looking to the left of Trump would be where that window is, right?
No, to the right of
To the right.
to the right of Trump.
Okay.
Just to the right of that red circle is where that window was open, and supposedly a sniper team was inside there.
Maybe that sniper team's the one that took the shot and just blamed it on this kid.
I don't know. I'm not saying anything.
Interesting.
Yeah. That could be, well, shit, we're like, what, 17 days away from when the attempt took place, and they still have no answers about anything?
You're not going to get answers.
No.
This was an inside job. This was a hit. All right, Secret Service is the best of the best, supposedly. That's the whole routine with the Secret Service. They are the best of the best of the best. They train heavy. They will take a bullet for the president. They are the best. So if you're going to be the director of the Secret Service and you're still going to say, hey, look, no, we're the best of the best, well, then that means this was a hit. That means this was an inside job.
Pretty much. Plain and simple.
So, I mean, you either admit that the Secret Service fucked up, didn't do their job, not even halfway, or you come forward and go, listen, it was a hit, okay? Blow it open, do what you got to do. This was a hit.
Cheeto cunt. No, they can't do that because then you're going to find out that there is a deep state and that they are working against the people that are duly elected by citizens.
Well,
but don't you
Crash,
find it ironic that right after is when Biden basically resigns from running for president?
Well, there's new information coming out on that. There's sources from in the White House coming out and saying that Obama did actually call Joe and say, Joey boy, here's the deal. We've got Kamala's approval for the 25th Amendment. You either step down from the election or we're taking you out completely. It's up to you.
That sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
Oh, shut up.
I wonder who said that months ago.
I think Slightly Damas said that.
Slightly Damas came to the, yeah, whatever. Whatever.
But here's the thing. The funny part is Barack doesn't want Kamala to run. He was pissed off.
That's the fun thing about it because Barack wanted to take Biden out, and then Barack said, let's go to the convention and just have an open convention. Well, Joe Biden threw up the middle finger and said, fuck you, Barack. It's Kamala all the way.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, if I'm going to just drop out of the race, it's going to be Kamala.
That's right, because there's not going to be any hope. I'll be dead after the election, so who fucking cares?
Because Barack wanted it to go as an open season at the DNC.
Yeah, he wanted the people to back the candidate, but now, as you heard, we have an installed candidate that nobody voted for.
Nobody wanted.
And let's just, you know what? Here on Slightly Doomed, we give credit where credit is due. Okay, so Slightly Damas came up with the 25th Amendment and a few of other things that we are not going to mention. But I want to give out some special recognition to the mainstream media, to the Biden administration, and all the fucking Democrat elites, okay? Because they are working so wonderfully to scrub and revise history on the internet for all the bad shit that Kamala Harris has been doing. They're getting rid of all of the dumb shit.
You're not going to be able to get rid of it. It's going to be there.
No, they're getting rid of it. Here, listen to this.
She was never assigned the position of border czar. They're making that up.
Just a couple days ago.
I asked her, the VP, today, because she's the most qualified person to do it, to lead our efforts with Mexico and the Northern Triangle and the countries that help us. We're going to need help in stemming the movement of so many folks stemming the migration to our southern border.
Okay, two things.
That doesn't even look like Joe Biden, by the way.
That was at the beginning.
Bad screen.
That was the beginning of his fucking administration. That was when he took office.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a big Hawk Tua shout out there to Princess Kitty. Thank you again for the donation.
Oh, Hawk Tua.
Hawk Tua.
Hawk Tua. Hawk Tua. But the other thing is, that was at the beginning, and he gave her the job, take care of the border, stem the immigration, close it down, shut it down.
So I would like to know, the Democrats, when they see those clips played exactly how you just played them, how do they cover that up? How do they go,
don't believe your lying eyes.
What we meant to say was, she has nice hair. I mean, he said it. It's there, and it's forever on the internet. You can't get rid of it.
Yep.
And now you're going to stand up and boldly lie to the American people to their face that did not happen. And then the media, has the clip of where the motherfucker says it.
No, that's gone. That's being erased from the internet.
God.
That's being erased from the. Here's some other things that are being erased from the internet. Okay, the internet and everyone is now saying that Kamala Harris was not the most liberal senator ever elected.
Oh, but she was.
No, that's gone. That's being wiped off. Kamala did not say that she wanted to ban offshore drilling or fracking either. That's going away.
Pretty sure she said that in 2020.
No. Kamala doesn't want to decriminalize people for entering our country illegally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And she never, ever said that she wants to give free health care to illegals. All right? Got all those?
That's what they're saying?
That's what the media is taking that away.
Never happened.
That never happened. YouGov, the nonpartisan website that judges, that tracks all of the senators and the House of Representatives and gives them a grade of either being liberal or conservative, has taken down the page. It's no longer exists. Jesus. But listen to this. This is funny. I found this. This was great.
Kamala Harris is inspiring and very capable. The more people get to know her, they're going to be particularly impressed by her ability.
The nonpartisan GovTrack has rated you as the most liberal senator.
I am prepared to get rid of the filibuster to pass a Green New Deal. There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
Would you ban offshore drilling?
Yes.
What is the solution for voters in the fossil fuel industry?
Giving the workers an ability to transition. We're not going to treat people who are undocumented across the border as criminals. That's correct.
Raise your hand if you think it should be a civil offense rather than a crime to cross the border without documentation.
Abolish ICE. Yeah. Is that a position you agree with?
And we need to probably think about starting from scratch.
Outdated, it is wrong-headed thinking to think that the only way you're going to get communities to be safe is to put more police officers on the street.
Would you support changing the dietary guidelines?
Yes.
The food pyramid. What people
yes.
To reduce red meat specifically.
Yes.
People who are convicted in prison, like the Boston Marathon bomber, on death row, people who are convicted of sexual assault, they should be able to vote?
I think we should have that conversation. We have to have a buyback program, and I support a mandatory buyback program.
So for people out there who like their insurance, well, they don't get to keep it.
Let's eliminate all of that. Let's move on. I am opposed to any policy that would deny any
Hey, South Osman, what's up, buddy?
Period.
The more people get to know her, they're going to be particularly impressed by her ability.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that was well done.
I left out some things there, border.
We need to put that on the website so people can share that since it's disappearing.
It is. It is disappearing.
But the Beans and Weenie Show will have it forever.
Ever and ever and ever.
Play that shit every Wednesday.
That's right. And not only is the administration and mainstream media and the big corporate oligarchs scrubbing all of the bad shit that Kamala has ever done, which is pretty much every day of her life, but they're wiping away the existence, the story that Trump was ever assassinated. Have you heard about this?
Well, he wasn't assassinated.
Well, there was no attempt. There was no attempt.
If you try to Google Trump assassination, it doesn't come up.
I'm going to do it right now. Hang on. I'm going to do it right now. Trump ass. Oh, there we go. Trump assassination attempt. Google it. Video from assassination attempt. Some Republicans embrace conspiracy theories on Trump assassination. He's ashamed. Acting Secret Service director says he's ashamed after the Trump assassination attempt. I mean, it doesn't really say it didn't, but there's no direct link to any of it. There's no.
Well, they're having to restore some links because they got caught. And here's what happened. Okay, Facebook and Meta's AI actually came out and they said that the iconic image of former President Donald Trump with his fist raised, they said that was fake. They said it didn't happen, doesn't exist.
Fake news.
Yep.
Fake
news.
I'm sure the guy that took that picture would like to kick you right in the nuts.
Mm-hmm. But here's the deal. On the 29th of July, they had to come back, and they had to fucking admit that they did it. They admitted that.
Wait, the media lied to us?
Yeah, they lied to us all the time. Are you kidding me?
What? No.
They said, oops, that's an error.
Yeah, we didn't mean to do that. That was, yeah.
Oops.
That was just.
It's kind of like taking down all the fucking statues in history. Now you're going to go back and try and erase the internet, which you're going to find out you can't. Now you're going to try and get rid of all these videos and all these clips and lie to people and hope nobody catches you. And you've got a lot of work to do, man, if you're going to do that.
With Kamala, it's going to be an uphill battle because she continues just to spew shit left and right. And it's amazing how many people believe the crap that she throws out there.
Hey, wait, I want to read something.
Okay, read it.
Can I read something real quick?
Read it.
So, as you all know, she had her little shindig in Atlanta.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
She had her little shindig, her little fundraiser, her little rally.
Is that the one with the white people?
That's the one with like 12 people. I'm going to read something to you, and I'll tell you what I'm reading in a minute. I'm that bitch, been that bitch, still that bitch, will forever be that bitch. I'm the hood Mona Lisa. I break a N-word into pieces. Bad bitch, still talking cash shit. Pussy like water. I'm unbothered and relaxing. I would never trip on a N-word if I had him. Bitch, that's my trash. You the maid, so you bagged him. This is who she had perform for her at this rally. Nothing patriotic. Yeah, let me read just a couple more lines of this.
That song up. I was going to give you credit for it.
No. Let me get more lyrics under this. Who she had on stage? Megan Stallion or Pony Boy, whatever the fuck her name is. The song
Megan on the pony.
The name of the song is Savage, by the way. It goes on to say, "Eat me and record it. Put your edge up. All I'm showing. I need a mop to clean the floor. It's too much drip. I keep a knot, I keep a watch, I keep a whip." Oh, you can't say that if you're black, can you? You can't mention a whip. Can
you? Okay. I don't.
Let's play a game. Simon says, "I'm still that bitch." And then at the end of this song that was sung live during this rally,
yes.
That body right, but you know this pussy fat. I drop a picture. Now these bitches feel attacked. Don't let that N-word gas you up and get you whacked. I make a call and get a pussy N-word smacked. These bitches talking about pulling up. Well, where you at? I'm in a lamb, bitch. Catch me if you can. N-words say I taste like sugar, but ain't shit sweet. What the
That was right before Kamala comes on stage?
That was Megan Thee Stallion, who she had singing on stage for her.
Yep.
These are the lyrics from the song. I didn't make any of this up. These are the lyrics. Yeah, no Lee Greenwood, no patriotism, no flag. I didn't see a flag maybe but once on this whole stage setup.
So I'm assuming she's okay with Trump grabbing her by the pussy, though.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anybody bitch. That's my point. I don't want to hear one fucking person bitch about Trump's comments that he's made in the past, about comments he's made being sexist, about comments he's made being racist, about comments he's made. This negates everything he said. This leveled the playing field.
Yep.
You can't bring the past out on Trump anymore.
Nope.
So
but at least Megan used, she said the N-word and didn't say the full N-word, right?
No, she said the full N-word.
She said the full word because she could do it. It was Atlanta.
Listen, I got balls, but not that big.
They're really tiny, as a matter of fact. All right, got to throw it out here real quick. Eric just said it's not just Google trying to censor and suppress the whole Trump assassination attempt. Yes, Facebook is guilty of the same shit, too. They're just sorry they got caught fucking up. Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Big Eric. That is true. All right. Now, going back, we're gonna get out of politics for a minute. We're gonna go back into Biden's America, ladies and gentlemen, because I found this and
hey, Bella.
But yeah, before we do, we got Shells, Shelby Jack.
Is in here too. Hey.
Shells is in here. Hey. Amber May.
Amber May. Thanks for sharing.
I got a beautiful story about Amber May. I'll tell it a little bit later on.
Clothing optional?
Oh, always optional, dude. Right. I'm not wearing pants, so what do I care?
All right.
And I wasn't wearing pants when I was with Amber, but we'll go down that road later.
Lord.
We'll go down that road later. All right. So in Joe Biden's America, and the border czar Kamala Harris, because she's done such a fantastic job. I found this story, and it was interesting to me, but here's the deal. In Virginia, an illegal alien accused of carjacking and killing 54-year-old grandmother Melody Waldecker.
Decked her, damn near killed her.
No, he ran the fuck over her
at
a convenience store. Holy shit. No, Jose Aguilar Martinez, a 21-year-old illegal alien, has been arrested and charged by the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office for felony carjacking in connection with the death of Melody Waldecker of Montgomery County, Maryland. She was visiting in Virginia, went into a convenience store, motherfucker held her up, took her car, and ran her ass over. Way to go, Joe Biden. Way to go, Kamala.
Yeah. More blood on their hands. You know, it never stops. It's not going to until we get a leader that runs this country like a business and makes sure that all of these laws are enforced.
Yep.
It doesn't surprise me. I hate to say it, but just chalk up another one.
You know what? And that's what it's coming down to. Another notch in the bedpost. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many more stories we have to hear of this. You know why they don't care? Because it's not their family. It's not somebody they know indirectly. It's not somebody that they love. It's not their neighbor. It's not their family, friend, nothing like that. It's a complete fucking stranger. Who cares?
Hey, fuck them.
She probably deserved it. She probably started it. She probably said something to them. They don't care. And that's the sad part, man.
All right. So now that you're sufficiently informed, maybe even a little bit pissed off and even spontaneously outraged, we're going to get this train rolling. And while we do, we've got a new show sponsor.
Yes.
Let's get that show sponsor going.
Tonight's show is brought to you by the month of July. Let it leave with some dignity.
Goodbye, July. Trump dodged a bullet, his ear is fine. Biden's out, we're down to one old guy. Speaking of old guys, Newhart died. Who's the geek at CrowdStrike? Who canceled my Delta flight? No open seating at Southwest Airlines. Snoop with the torch, no weed in sight.
Nice.
Did the Olympics mock Jesus Christ? And cat ladies want to scratch out J.D. Vance's eyes. So goodbye, except to the Olympics on day and night. I'm getting French fried. Goodbye, July.
Yes, goodbye. Finally.
Get the hell out of here.
Finally.
Get it the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. Can't use that song anymore, but get the fuck out. All right, I'm done. I am fucking...
We're that much closer to the election. That's what excites me.
That is exciting me completely.
It's scaring me.
No, get this fucking over and get Trump back in office.
But that's what's scaring me is...
Because they're going to cheat.
They're cheating. That's exactly what's going to fucking happen. Or they're going to have World War III.
They're going to do it with the most unfucking likable candidate. Well, World War III's coming.
I see them jump-starting that before the election.
Oh, Bella, Biden is out. He was forced out by Barack Obama.
What the fuck rock have you been under? Where you been, Bella? Come back, babe.
I want some of the coke that she's on.
Come back to Earth. Well, she's just down the road. You just make that little run over there to Arizona. It's all good. Oh, Amber, I love you, but yeah, my voice sucks. I'm just saying.
So I have some interesting information.
Do you?
So over on predicted.org.
Predicted dick?
Predicted dick.
Predicted.
Where does who's got a dick?
Big caucus.
Yeah.
I predict he's got a big caucus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So we have Kamala Harris. People voting on her. She's got just went up 1 cent, 53 cents to Donald Trump, 50 cents.
What?
Yes.
See, these are all the polls I'm seeing. These are all the slanted polls I'm seeing.
This is people actually putting money down and predicting the presidential nominee, presidential winner.
Presidential winner.
So they're predicting Harris, Camel Toe Harris, Haktua Harris is going to win this.
The Democratic vice presidential nominee, 71 cents for Josh Shapiro.
Yep.
To 13 cents for Tim Walz, which it's amazing to me because the Democrats hate Jews, and why they're going to allow Josh Shapiro to be the VP just astounds me.
They've got to have somebody that can bridge that gap, because you got to remember about 50% to 60% of the Democratic Party are people of the Jewish faith.
So
they're the people with the money.
So they're just going to act like they like Jews. So say he's a Jew, he's on our side.
Well, they're acting like they're vice president and president, so might as well act like you like Jews.
Well, I mean, they got to pander. They have to pander to the black community, because, my God, if they would have done the things that they've promised to them for 60-something years, there would be no urban decay. There would be no inner city crime. There'd be no problem. Everybody be earning a living. There'd be a Chevy in the driveway and a chicken on the stove, and everything would be fine.
I think you say that.
They wouldn't have to worry about winning an election. If they did what they say all these decades, they wouldn't have to fear someone running up against them like a Donald J. Trump.
And you know what? We might be living in a better place.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know?
People would be getting along. People would be able to feed their children and be able to send them to a college of their choice. Fucking
amazing.
They know how to read, write, arithmetic. Hell, we got Kathy Hochul in New York, the governor of New York, in a speech. She said, "Oh, poor kids in the inner city, black kids don't know what a computer is."
No fucks.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Really?
They have an Obama phone.
They're holding on.
They know computers.
They know what the fuck. Yeah, they know what a computer is, but still, Democrats are pandering to everybody.
Oh, sure.
And they've got to have Josh Shapiro. The problem they're going to run into with Josh is a fucking philanderer. He's a sexual harasser. There is problem in the state right now. That's why I don't think he's going to make the cut, or they're going to gloss over it, just like they did with everybody else. I mean, hell, Joe Biden fondled Tara Reid in his Senate office. Where did that go?
But again,
where's the Me Too crowd?
But again, if you choose somebody like that to be a running mate, then that gets rid of a lot of arguments you can use against Trump and his background.
What?
You know what I mean? You can't bring up his past anymore. So now you're going to have to dig up fresh dirt on this guy that you can't. You've tried for 4 years.
For 8 years.
Here's the thing. How is it that they want to continue to bring up here's the problem with the Democrats, especially with Kamala. All they can do right now is try to find something against Trump to talk about. Not one time have I heard her in any of her campaign speeches start to talk about what the hell she's going to do to make our lives here as Americans better.
Exactly. They do that every election time. They do that. They pick on the other party and they don't throw down what they want to do to improve it. They do that every election cycle.
No, they actually throw out all kinds of things that they want to do. They want to clean the inner city. They want to make sure they have good water. They want to make sure that they have nice places to live, and they want to have cars to drive.
But that's not telling us how you're going to do it.
That's with somebody else's money.
But the last 4 years or 3.5 years, you had Joe Biden in office with Kamala and a ding dong. And if you wanted to make inner cities better, anybody want to look up the last weekend, the amount of shootings that happened last weekend in Chicago? I guarantee you it's 20 to 30.
Yeah, but that's Trump's fault.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they'll say. We're cleaning up Trump's mess.
Yeah. That's because Lori Lightfoot and the jackass that's running the city now, a Democrat, spending more money on illegal aliens than he is on taking care of his fucking constituents in the city of Chicago.
Damn that Beetlejuice lady.
Don't fucking get Beetlejuice called. Said, don't fucking compare her to me. Holy shit. Gentlemen, they're going to continue to lie, and they're going to get people to believe them. Oh, yeah. That's the sad fucking nature of this entire world.
And we have a name for them.
What is that?
Sheeple.
Yeah, that's true.
Sheeple. Yeah. They're going to follow that big herd. Even if it's off a cliff, they're going to do it. Everybody else is doing it. It's got to be right then.
So do you think that all the illegal aliens are going to vote this presidential season?
I think the illegal aliens and their unborn children will probably vote.
And the dead people. Dead illegal aliens that have gone on before them.
So to my knowledge, right, there's not going to be voter ID requirements this year for the presidential election, correct?
Right. And their dog, Shelby. Yeah, you're right. And their dogs.
So don't the American citizens, don't we have a right to protect our elections, even if the government is not going to?
How you gonna do it?
Wait a minute. The Democrats voted down that bill where the Republicans brought to the floor in Congress a bill that said elections, to vote in an election, you had to have proof of citizenship and a valid ID.
Right. And that's not going to happen. Nope. But that's where my question comes into play.
Okay.
As American citizens, we have the right in our own powers to fucking protect our elections.
Yeah, sure.
How do we get to that point? Fuck the government. The government's not going to help us.
Well, that's just it, because now you're interfering with the election. Now that's a whole different guidelines.
The illegal aliens are breaking laws by coming into this country illegally. So even if it states that we can't stand by election centers, fuck it. You don't enforce illegal alien immigration.
No, you can stand. You can stand outside of polling places.
You know what I mean by standing. I mean,
I know.
You'll have people there checking
intimidating.
IDs as they come through.
So wearing my Haktua Harris 2024 shirt, probably can't wear that at the
No,
polling
you can't.
place.
Okay, so within, I think it's 100 feet of polling places is the general rule. 100 yards, you cannot electioneer. So you cannot wear a shirt that promotes any candidate, whether it's Democratic or Republic. You can't hand out information. Now, the Democrats.
Does it say you can't check IDs?
No, you're in the state of Oklahoma. They check IDs when you vote.
Sure do.
When you go to vote, when you go to the polling place, you have to prove who the hell you are.
Yep.
And in California, you just show up and tell them your address, and they give you, here you go.
Well, and you all shit on sidewalks, so that doesn't surprise me in California.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That is true.
Well, what I'm asking is, so if you get a group of people together and ask them to go down to polling stations and start checking people's IDs, is that illegal?
That is illegal because a private citizen cannot go up to another private citizen and say, can I see your ID?
You're invading their privacy at that point.
That's correct. You can't do that. But it's not illegal in the polling place when they go in because you're supposed to sign or signify that you're there to vote. They're supposed to check the voting rolls to make sure that you're able to vote in that precinct, that you're in the right precinct, and that you have the right ballot and everything for your election. And you're supposed to show them an ID to prove where you came from.
Mm.
Oh, I guarantee you that's not happening.
No, it's not.
Of course it's not happening. Well, that's because they hire 104-year-old people with bad backs to stand there and make sure everybody's coming in okay.
Well, no, that's not quite the case because they've got
Walmart greeters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to come in and vote? Okay.
Are you allowed to how far away do you have to be to record?
That's 100. Was it
whatever.
still 100 yards or whatever?
It's state by state.
Okay.
So, no, you can stand out there because the thing is, you got to remember when news crews show up, they stand out there on the sidewalk. They've got the line that they have to stay behind, and they film people in line going to vote. You get that story. It's 7 o'clock, and there's still a line all the way around the block here at this polling place. Don't know if they're going to shut it down and prevent people from voting or if they're going to let them continue to vote all the way through the middle of the night. I mean, so if you stand out there, you can film, and usually there'll be a news crew around there.
Yeah.
So,
but we can't.
Well, private citizen,
we can.
You probably get mugged.
I mean,
They
unless
take
you're
your
with
phone away.
Unless you're with Clapper, and then you can say you're with Clapper News, and you can record the media briefings.
Bingo.
You can do that.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, good times.
I don't know, man.
That's exciting. All right. Well, what does this lead into? What you were going to rant about today, big boy? You got something for us?
Are you talking to me, or are you talking?
No, I'm talking to Slightly.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking to Slightly.
I started on something, and I can complete it while we go.
Well, let's
in this day and age, I just can't believe how things are so out of control in today's society. We have the president of the United States not wanting to put wanting to put term limits on the Supreme Court justices. I mean, why stop there, Joe? Why not put term limits on all the people in Congress as well? And then, well, as you guys have witnessed over the weekend, the opening ceremonies of the Olympics the French know how to put a show on, don't they? Making fun of the Christian faith with drag queens and trannies in the Last Supper scene. I mean, I can't wait to see what's in store for this closing ceremonies later this month or whenever the hell that's going to end up. I mean, hell, maybe we're going to make fun of Muhammad. Or how our Middle Eastern friends will think about that. We'll have riots.
That's not going to happen.
Attacks, and God only knows what else, but it'll all be considered peaceful, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure.
Then we have Haktua Harris. The gal who can't make up her mind if she's black or if she's Indian or what day of the week it is. It's going to determine what nationality she's going to think she is. Not that either one of it matters, but now she's having meetings she's having white meetings with white people. I mean, why is she doing that? I mean, according to the Democrat Party, all the white men wear white-shaped cones on their heads.
Oh my God!
Then we have shit getting real in Israel. Hamas and Israel are just going to blow each other to smithereens, and the U.S. is going to be, they're going to be a part of it somehow, some way, as we all know. So who knows? World War III, maybe we're on the brink. Maybe it's maybe it's the one slice of hope that Joe Biden has to remain the president of this country. But we do have Donald Trump, a courageous man that takes a bullet for the American people. That's in his late 70s, not needing any money, not needing the recognition or anything else. Just wanting to be the leader of this country out of pure love for the country and all of its people.
Just wants to shit his pants in peace.
All of this nonsense will be gone and done with if and when he becomes elected, and especially when you have leaders like him in office. And hopefully it'll be years to come that we have leaders like him, that all they care about is this country, putting this country ahead of any other country in the world, dominating in every aspect. And, you know, someone who stands with the people of this country, who make them safe, make sure all the wackos out there stay in their own damn countries. Instead, week after week, as we report to you, there's Americans being murdered. Their jobs are being taken away. Illegal aliens are taking them over. Police are getting assaulted. Even this most recent week, there's a piece that was sent by the Venezuelan gang telling all the Venezuelan illegal aliens that are here in this country to assault all the police officers.
Assault or kill.
Yeah. Or kill.
Yep.
Yeah. Assault or kill all police officers. And that was a memo that's been going nationwide. And we just need to get somebody as a leader of this country that will stand with the American people and scare the shit out of all the other leaders across this country. Mm-hmm. And this country will be back to the greatness that it once had. And that's all I got for you.
Slightly for president.
No, vice president.
No, vice president.
Vice president.
You got to be behind the Indian.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Amber May, that's already coming here. That message from the Venezuelan gang, the head honcho, has already in Denver, Colorado. The gang members that currently reside there have given the quote-unquote green light to assault or take out the police officers in Denver, Colorado.
Yep.
So it's going to spread, obviously, for sure. It's going to spread.
So my question to you, with all of this shit that's going on, about, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they're all worried about racial profiling. I think this goes back, from 9/11. I'm sorry, but I don't think racial profiling is all that bad, especially with as many criminals from other countries that are currently here. And I'm not saying that every person of that nationality is a bad person, but if I see someone of that nationality, I would damn sure make sure I'm aware of where they're at and what they're doing.
Listen, profiling's needed. I was just going to really say what Amber just said. Profiling's needed to solve any case.
Why does the Federal Bureau of Investigation employ profilers?
Right.
Why do they do that?
So get off the racist train. Take back your prejudice card. It's got nothing to do with that. It comes down to protecting and making sure Americans are safe. That's what it comes down to. If you've got nothing to fucking hide, you pull over, you put your hands on the steering wheel, you give them your fucking license and insurance, let them run it real quick. 8 out of 10 times you're going to get a fucking warning, and that's all it is.
And you're gone. You go do your rest of your day. Fuck it.
God almighty. Not me. I like to flash them.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I have big nipples.
Yeah, big nipples.
I have big nipples. You want to see my nipples?
See pancakes?
They're baloney.
Yeah, baloney. There's more baloney.
But I really do hope that they do something, for the closing ceremonies against, for Muhammad. I think that would be really entertaining.
Hey, what's up, Cowboy?
It's not going to happen. It's not, because if they did anything to disparage the Islamic faith, France would burn.
Oh, they would. Iran would probably fucking bomb them.
Well, half of Iran's population is in France right now. All of the illegals that have migrated into France, that Macron opened the border and said, "Come on in, we will take care of you." I can't do a French accent, but "Viva la people."
But what? Okay, so let's take France out of it.
Okay.
Why can't we go to our capital And fuck Allah. Allah's a piece of shit.
Burn it. Burn Prophet Muhammad in effigy.
Why can't we do it here? Fuck the Olympics. Screw the Olympics. We don't need to do it at the Olympics.
Sure.
We can go to our own capital. If they allow it to deface and support terrorists, well, then by God, we should be able to deface and bring down Allah and all of them.
I don't think Allah's there, though.
Oh, he'll show up.
But you could go to you could try to go to Iran and burn the Iranian flag. I'm sure the government will take akin to that very nicely.
Ooh, I'm gonna get stoned.
Not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
All the Hamas people like to burn the American flag in D.C.
Yeah,
and I agree with President Trump. I don't give a shit.
Cricket.
I agree with him wanting to institute a law that even if it's your own fucking personal American flag, if you burn it, you're going to fucking jail.
Absolutely.
I like that.
It used to be if you burned the United States flag, you would get a ticket or you could go to jail. Back in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, they took it very seriously. But then people started whining and complaining that, it's my freedom of speech to burn the United States flag. No, it's not. That's not freedom of speech.
That's not,
Not freedom of speech at all. Real quick, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I've got to acknowledge Eric. Eric is being so very generous. Thank you so very much. A couple of things that Eric has popped in here to the chat. Let me see if I can go all the way back here. So,
well, he's flicking the beans, man.
He is flicking the beans. God bless him. We love him. All right. Sad truth about some races and ethnicities is that you have some people who don't seem to have a problem taking a payment for political and personal favors. Hypocrisy at its finest.
Well said.
Yep, that was very good. And then here's the other thing. By law, in Georgia, if you're already standing in line to vote, and it's before 7 p.m. when you get in line, you're still allowed to vote, no matter what time you can't be turned away.
Okay.
And
I think that's a national, federal.
Okay. It's not federal. It's because states manage the elections. That's why they were able to cheat in Atlanta and Georgia and Pennsylvania and Michigan and Wisconsin. Because the Constitution says that the states will have the power to administer elections. That's why they can make their own election laws. That's why they could come out and say, you know what, fuck it, we're going to send everybody 2 mail-in ballots just to make sure they get them. So that is exactly why it is. One more. I can't miss this one. It's apparently okay for Christianity and Judaism to be mocked, but people get up in arms when Islam gets mocked. Relevant question. Why do governments condone protecting the terrorist thugs? I think that's beautiful. Well said.
I just saw a tweet about 20 hours ago. Hillary Clinton tweeted, if Republican leaders don't enjoy being called weird, creepy, and controlling, they could try not being weird, creepy, and controlling. And Mike Davis, I don't know who the hell he is, but he responded by, you defended your 49-year-old husband sticking a cigar in his 22-year-old intern's vagina off the Oval Office.
That's weird.
If you want to talk about weird.
That's weird.
Okay, no, if we're going to talk about weird, if we're going to go there, if we're going to talk about weird, let's just talk about weird. So the Biden administration employs people like this. This is quite interesting, and they're saying that J.D. Vance is weird, but yet we've got the luggage-stealing nuclear whatever the fuck he was.
Hey,
That's called pup play. That's called pup play.
Pup play, yeah.
Yeah, pup play, yeah.
Yep. Nope.
I think that's a gay thing.
Conservatives are weird.
I wish I knew a gay guy to ask.
Yeah, there's your information right there. They like to put masks on and
be led around on a leash. I like leading around on a leash, but that's a whole different story.
Allegedly, they like to bark and whine.
Okay. Well, okay. So everybody knows who George Takei is.
He's the old
Star Trek guy.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's Sugar Papa. Sugar Granddaddy.
He is. All right. Well, he tweeted, this was fun. He tweeted, Trump and Vance are just too weird for America. And I attend Trek. conventions. So here we have George Takei checking buttholes and genitals at Star Trek conventions. So who's too fucking weird for this country?
Does he know you can't get milk from a bowl?
No, he can get milk. It's just not.
Hey, the one guy on the right-hand side that he's like fondling kind of looks like Jester.
It kind of does.
Oh my God! I wish he was here,
Jester.
Oh, I wish he was
wonder
here.
why Jester's not here.
Yeah.
There we go. I mean, this is the weirdness that goes on now. I don't even know if here we go. Here weirdness in our fucking White House. In our White House.
Jesus? I think Jesus is saying hi to Kamala.
Oh, look, here's my husband. Oh
my God, we've got to be the laughing fucking stock of the world.
What is going on here?
This is a rope line at the White House greeting. I think this was during Easter or some shit.
This infuriates me.
Oh,
man.
that's why he's Jesus.
Could be. Could be.
It infuriates me.
Wow. That's weird.
But I mean, anyway, if we're gonna, I found one of the greatest commercials, and I love this commercial. It is a political ad. I'm gonna go ahead and play it for you. So just bear with me here. I think this is great. This is a little off topic.
That's the person that was at Kamala's meeting.
Democrats like to say that no one needs an AR-15 for self-defense. That no one could possibly need all 30 rounds. But when this rifle is the only thing standing between your family and a dozen angry Democrats in Klan hoods, you just might need that semi-automatic. And all 30 rounds.
Jerome for Congress.
Jerome for
I
Congress.
like it.
Jerome Davison.
Arizona Congressional District 4. Amber May, I love that. You need to talk to this guy.
We need to get him on the show.
Hell
Bring him
yeah.
on our show. Yeah.
Man.
Oh my
That
God.
was brilliant.
That is brilliant.
That is a wonderful ad.
He's an East Valley guy.
Yeah. I found another ad. We'll go ahead and play this one for you before we get into the rest of the show here. This is kind of good. I like this. Hang on.
Oh, that's cute, baby.
Yeah.
I'm Kamala Harris.
Oh, shit.
And this is my rebranding. I get it. Until now, Americans have seen me as that childless Karen that always has too many drinks at the cocktail party. And you don't have the heart to tell my husband Doug that he's a whipped beta male married to an insufferable witch. Look, I get it. I'm unlikable. I'm inauthentic. I say crazy shit. It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. When we talk about the children of the community, they are the children of the community. You need to get to go and need to be able to get where you need to go, do the work, and get home. And yes, okay, I was the border czar. And so even though I might have been a bad vice president, what I do have is ambition. You would not believe what I would do for this country. Oh, who am I kidding? If you vote for me, you're as cringe as Chuck Schumer.
We are here today to throw our support behind Vice President Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
I'm clapping. You don't have to.
Let's all see what can be, unburdened by what has been. And by what has been, I mean the Biden-Harris administration. Vote Trump 2024. Let's make America great again.
I'm Professor Sagan Deesnuts, and I approve this message.
Deesnuts. Oh my God.
Oh, brother.
No, that's words from our Vice President Kamala Ding Dong.
Listen,
Harris, we call her.
that just lets you know that AI is very dangerous.
Whoa, wait, whoa, no, AI is great because Biden made a whole speech to the country using AI.
That's great, but they can also flip that on us, and Trump's going to say some weird shit, and they're going to believe it.
No, he already has. They've already got AI ads out there with Trump saying crazy shit.
You just can't trust ads now. You can't. You can't trust anything.
You can't trust polling. You can't trust ads.
Can't trust the Olympics.
Just to put a little point on Kamala. A point on Kamala. Everybody knows who Chris Wallace is. Abdicated from Fox News, went over to CNN. You know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Mike Wallace's son. Anyway, this was in April. He had a round table. He had a round table with other CNN and political pundits and people. Listen to this. This is fascinating.
Interesting news. Recent focus groups conducted by the super PAC Republican voters against Trump found that swing voters don't like Harris. And focus groups conducted by the Democratic National Committee also found Harris rubs some people the wrong way. So, Jonah, how big a drag is Kamala Harris on the ticket?
I think she's a pretty big drag. I think she was arguably Biden's worst political decision of his presidency to pick her in the first place. And one of the special reasons that she's a drag is Biden's age concerns people. They worry that he can't fill a term. They worry that he's not up to the job.
Hey,
and so the vice president matters more than they normally do. I generally think
Mario.
going into the future that Democrats really should not nominate or front people who come from decidedly all blue states unless they're like once in a generation talents like Barack Obama. Because Kamala Harris does not know how to talk to the center or to the right. She only really knows how to sort of speak the language of the base of the party, and that's 34% of the electorate.
Let me pick up on that, because it's not just focus groups that are down on Harris right now. In a recent poll, national poll, 40% approved of the vice president's job performance, while 55% disapproved. And Kara, to Jonah's point, given the fact that people are so worried, voters on all political stripes are so worried about Biden's age and whether he's going to last for 4 more years, is it a problem when they're not very satisfied or reassured by the person who would succeed him?
Doesn't really matter. She's not going to be replaced, and they don't like her. There's lots of reasons they don't like her, and I don't think the vice president matters as much as people think. I don't think they think about it unless.
Whoops.
Yes, I get that.
It might
I get that, but right now, I don't think that's the first thing they think about is her necessarily.
Welcome.
I just don't. I think they've not liked her. She's had not a successful vice presidency, although I don't know what that means at all, because I don't think people thought of Mike Pence very much, or Dan Quayle, or anybody else. And so it doesn't matter because she's not going anywhere. He is not going to replace her. Think about that. Think about the earthquake that would cause. And so
I think Jonah's right, though, in the sense that she really does struggle with her communication skills. She really, really.
Well, it's so interesting you say that, because the vice president's staff, Lulu, is saying, well, you know, she got off to a rough start, whether it was just 1 year or 2 years or whatever, but she has finally found her voice. One of the things that people objected to was her voice. They said they found her voice, especially her laugh, annoying.
Her cackle.
It is amusing, and I put in Google, Kamala Harris finds her voice. It's not just it's not just the Harris team that's saying this. When you Google that, you get several articles by reporters. It is the media that's saying this, and about once every 6 months, the media writes a story, Kamala Harris finds her voice, and usually it's on the abortion message. If she had a strong, consistent voice and was really finding a lot of success as vice president, we wouldn't read an article every 6 months.
Yes, because no one ever writes about women and their voices. No one ever writes about women smiling or being appealing.
Well, you know, I kind of anticipated this.
I'm sorry.
People write about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his voice.
Not that much. Come on.
Oh,
and it's a particularly annoying voice, by the way. But that's besides the point.
It's precisely the point. Her voice is an issue.
She's got a problem with communicating. She sounds like.
I can't take any more of that. Wow. They don't like her, and that was April. That was April of this year. How did she magically transform into the super candidate by July? Can anybody?
Wheaties. She had her Wheaties.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's bullshit.
She had that bowl of Wheaties, and she is full of piss and vinegar.
Willie
Maybe
Brown.
they pump some testosterone into her. I don't know.
Dude.
Pump something into her.
Well, it gets even worse, because now I was going to bring this up a little bit later, but I was, for some reason, I don't know why, but Amber May invited me onto her show. Let's see, where is little Amber May? Come back, Amber, come back.
I mean, you have people that are declining to be her vice president. That's how bad her party thinks of her.
Well, but that's because the vice presidential picks are crap. But anyway, got the beautiful and talented Amber May up here. Welcome to the show this evening, young lady.
Welcome, Amber.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Now, I was just going to expound on. We had this conversation about all of the things that they're doing to clean up and rehabilitate Kamala Harris's reputation as a candidate. And I just I just played for you how they thought she was crap in April. So from April, from the 4th month to the 7th month, 3 months, she's miraculously and mysteriously become the wonderkin racial correct presidential candidate. How did that happen, Amber? Can you share that with us a little bit?
Yeah, because the globalist plans are going to shit, and they need they put themselves in a corner once they rid the 2020 election. I mean, come on, they knew about Joe Biden's brain issues. I think it probably started towards the end of his vice presidency, definitely while Trump was president. And they picked him because he's easily controllable, and so is Kamala Harris, easily controllable. And when they finally got rid of him, forcibly got rid of him because he is going to lose the election because they can't have Donald Trump. He's a threat to democracy after all. They had no other choice but Kamala Harris so that their base could accept it. If they just randomly pick someone else, their base couldn't accept it. So I predict she will not be the be-all, end-all in November. They're going to come up with a way. I keep seeing impeachment and lawsuits come up in the news cycle. They're going to think of some clever way to get rid of her. So let's pay attention to her VP pick, because perhaps that's going to be the person on the ticket in November. Now I was right about Joe Biden's prediction. I think I'll be right about, the prediction with Kamala, but we'll see. I mean, maybe she will be on the ticket. Just doubt it.
Quick question for you. If the assassination attempt on Trump was successful, do you think that Joe Biden would still be their nominee?
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
come on. It's like 100% yes.
He already had the debate.
That was his only ticket to remain the nominee.
Well, yeah, I think so, because they would have brought
It definitely forced their hand to get rid of him for sure, slightly. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I just don't know if it would have been the be-all, end-all, like if he would have, if Trump would have died, if he would still been president. Because, I mean, even the Dems were seeing, even the Democratic voting base was seeing his decline. So, I don't know.
Right, but it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad like 2 or 3 months prior to, the recent events. Everybody was behind him up until the debate. But it's ironic how the Trump assassination attempt occurred after the debate. Joe Biden stepping down happened after the assassination attempt. I mean, one puts A, B, and C together. I mean, this whole assassination attempt looks blatantly clear what really went on.
I would agree with you. I think the assassination attempt was coordinated and constructed. I think there was a narrative to go along with it.
Now that they had to get rid of Biden, and the only way Biden said, okay, the only way I'm giving it up is you're going to put Kamala there, and that pissed everybody off.
I don't think he wrote that letter, and I don't think he wants to give it up. I think he was forced, and he had to sit down and shut up because they have something on him. And if he doesn't sit down and shut up, they were going to come out with that information. And we all know he's the Biden crime family, so that's not really far-fetched to believe. So I don't think he wanted to step down at all. He was forced to step down. He was fighting him.
He was fighting him all along the way. He kept coming out, and he kept saying, no, we're going to the mat. We're going to the mat. We're taking it to the end. That's why I was so adamant as well that he was not going to give it up unless they came up with something. I firmly believe, we discussed it a little bit earlier in the show, I firmly believe Barack picked up the phone and called Joey and said, Joey, here's the deal. We've got Kamala in line. She's going to sign off on the 25th Amendment. You're out of here unless you do this.
Oh, yeah, 100%. There's reports of that.
Exactly. They're starting to surface. People are leaking the information. I think the White House staff, I think Biden's White House staff is a little bit pissed off. I don't think they're fully behind this whole Harris campaign. But
nobody's fully behind this campaign, man.
Yeah.
Willie Brown might.
Well, he's behind Harris. He's not behind the campaign.
He might be in the cabinet.
Okay, but then answer me this. Riddle me this, Batmen and Batwomen, because Amber and I were talking about this on her show. And I highly suggest you go out to Rumble and you look up the Amber May Show, and you will find some fantastic things. The show she did before this with
Angie.
with Michael Flynn Jr. Is Mike Flynn Jr. Is that right, Amber?
Yep.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Son.
I didn't pay attention to his name, but that was a great show. Definitely go out there and take a look at it. It's on Rumble. It's the Amber May Show. But here's the question. Look, who is driving this campaign? Because right now on your screen, if you're watching the show, on your screen are the latest polls. The latest polls that every news outlet is talking about. The Economist YouGov poll shows that in a national contest, Harris is leading Trump by 2 points, 46 to 44. That was taken on the 31st of July, today, Wednesday. Now, you go out there and you look at some of the information that they hide. There's 1,430 people, real voters. These are people that came from voting rolls. Now, I could not find the breakdown of how many Democrats, how many Republicans, and how many independents made up this poll. But they tell you 1,430 people. But you look down the list, the Redfield and Wilton poll, 1,750 likely voters. Harris is leading Trump 45 to 43. Florida Atlantic University, a lot of people pay attention to that poll. 952 likely voters, 48 to 46 in Harris's favor. Who are massaging these polls? Who are making these polls look like this?
I think, number one.
Oh, go ahead, slightly.
Number one, I think they need to start coming out. Any of these polls that gets published needs to tell the American people how many Democrats, how many Republicans, and how many independents are in this poll. Because for all you know, that could be a very well lopsided Democratic poll.
Right.
Oh, we would never know.
Oh, we know. We know.
They can just frame it however they want to portray it being.
Yep. Well, I've gone out here. You can actually go out there and you can take a look at these polls and the metrics that they use in the polls. Some people will tell you, some people won't. The Florida Atlantic University Main Street Research Survey, the U.S. National Contest, they come out and they tell you, okay, well, the voters were, it's among a sample of 997 registered voters, 18 years of age and older, living in the U.S. The survey was conducted IVR, so it was in vitro restitution.
Fertilization.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
And an online panel to complete the survey. So basically, this was clickbait that they threw out there on Facebook, and all you had to do is, are you a registered voter? Yeah. Are you Republican or are you Democrat? This is bullshit.
Yeah, that's nothing.
This is complete.
I think it's part of the narrative so that when she wins because they cheat, that it will be plausible. Remember that clip I showed you on my show, Scooter, about plausibility?
Yes.
I think the guy had something to it with the plausibility. Now, maybe not everything he said was, gonna happen, but the idea of him saying about the plausibility narrative so that they can do whatever they're going to do,
right,
and people don't question it, I think that's where these polls are coming from.
Exactly where these polls are coming. You hit the nail on the head. I am so glad you're here tonight to make my point. It is. Shut up.
Sorry. We're just here for nothing,
I know we're just going to sit here.
I'm not talking to you guys anymore. We're having a real show here. We're actually communicating information to the people. We're getting the message out.
Scooter just likes it because he's right for once, so he's got to keep rolling with it.
Damn straight, Skippy.
He can't predict shit, but he can.
Keep it quiet.
I love you guys so much. You have no idea.
Oh,
it's early yet.
What we need to do, we need to come up with a way to protect our freaking elections.
I know. Tell me about it. I live in Maricopa freaking County. Yeah, I know.
Bingo.
I know.
So how do we scare these pieces of crap that are illegal and shouldn't be voting from going to the polls?
First of all, you have to have someone with integrity that controls the registration, because
There's the problem.
That's the problem, because they could register to vote, and if these people go to the polling site and they're in the poll books, right, because they're registered, the people at the polling place are going to assume the government did their part in verifying citizenship.
Yeah.
in Arizona, and I'm going to guess it's across the nation, but in Arizona, if you don't have ID, you can ask for a federal ballot. And a lot of illegals vote using federal only ballots, meaning they can vote for all the federal offices. They won't be able to vote for the local offices, but they can vote for all the federal offices.
Yep.
And so we find a lot of people using federal ballots here in my state. And our state legislators can't control anything like that because it's a federal ballot. They can control laws based on, our state elections, but they can't do that's why it was so important for our federal government to pass that Voter Act, and they failed to do so. So that should show you, who really is the threat to democracy. The people that are in charge right now don't want to protect the election. So really, who's the threat? It's not Donald Trump, because he has nothing to do with it. He's not even in office right now.
Right.
Yep.
Have the Democrats come out and said why they opposed that vote? Anybody? Did anybody speak about why they voted no?
Hakeem Jeffrey said that it would be racist because poor people, they can't get an ID.
They can't afford to go to the fucking DMV and get an ID.
They can't.
Yeah, they're the most racist people. Some of the things Joe Biden said about how black people don't know how to use a computer and how black people don't know how to get an ID. How do they get away with that and have such a large black voting base? Because they say the most racist things out of their mouth.
Well, I don't know too many black people that don't have IDs.
Exactly. Or black people that don't know how to use a computer.
You'd be
Come on
surprised
now.
how many don't have IDs.
What? Now, wait a minute. Can you cash a check without an ID?
No, you can't do anything. You can't even fly on an
It
airplane
depends if
without
you know
ID.
depends if you know the homie behind the counter.
Can you get a SNAP card without an ID?
No.
You cannot. You can't get benefits without an ID. That's why all these states are out there trying to give illegal immigrants valid IDs so they can go in and.
You can't even go into fucking Costco without an ID.
Nope. You got to have an ID for Costco. Unless
And
you're
that also goes with election integrity, because now they're going to give these illegals ID. So they have the registration now. They have the ID now. So the people at the polling booth aren't going to know any better because they're going to believe the government did their job. So
now I've got to ask a question. I don't know how many of you get on airplanes, or you have to deal with the TSA getting on trains, or buying train tickets or plane tickets or anything like that. But what happened to the big push by the federal government to make all licenses in the United States standard? I forget what they called it, but
real ID.
The real ID.
Yes.
Real ID.
That's correct.
And it's coming up real quick here in Arizona that if we don't get it within the next so many months, we won't be able to travel with our driver's license. We'd have to either get the real ID or a passport.
Exactly.
Or you just tell the TSA guy that you're an illegal alien, so you get.
You get to fly free for that. You go
First
anywhere you
class.
want and free.
Yeah, first
So
class.
if you're illegal.
You might even be able to sit on the pilot's lap.
You might. You don't know if it'll be a he or she.
Hey, Tommy, have you ever seen a grown man naked? Sorry.
Oh, great movie.
Would you like to?
Surely you can't be serious.
Don't call
I
me
am
Shirley.
serious, but don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. Hey, Miss Dre, what's up, buddy?
Exactly.
And I like my coffee like I like my men.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh. Where was I?
Good Lord.
A little late, but what the hell?
God, those movies are great. You can't even make those kind of movies anymore. Mel Brooks would have been on the streets begging for money. Would have had a sign that says "We'll work for food." If he was trying to make films in this day and age.
Yeah.
The sad part is you wouldn't even be able to show Married with Children these days. People would get their panties in a twist.
Yeah.
Interesting
All the
thing.
funny things, the comedy. They've killed comedy in this country.
Well, I think it may be making a comeback in the state of Oklahoma. On our one of our local channels, they actually showed Blazing Saddles.
Oh, wow. Is that the same channel that misidentified a black man for being white and stabbing a black guy?
No. That was a man that stabbed a man. We don't know the race.
Yeah, we don't know the races, even though we did know the races, but now the races may have
disappeared.
changed.
Yeah, they disappeared.
They disappeared.
There is a theater in Tulsa, Oklahoma, showing Blazing Saddles on the big screen.
Nice. I would go.
Wow.
I would go pay money to
As
see
well
that.
as The Last Starfighter. Remember that movie?
Yeah,
They're showing that one too.
That was a
So,
good show.
yeah.
That was.
I mean, I love Naked Gun movies.
Whoa.
Those were hilarious, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Even with
Airplane
OJ.
was a great movie. I mean, these are funny films. You can't do that these days.
Yeah, I speak jive, so I can. Let me
Let me talk to her.
Yo, bad memo, jamma, ho do
Oh
ha.
my God, I was dying.
That was awesome. Florence Henderson, wasn't that Florence, or that was?
Anybody seen the new Beverly Hills Cop 4?
I think it was. Yes, it was horrible.
Really?
Slightly liked it. You better be careful.
No, I like the original one.
Oh,
Yeah, this
And
one was
but-
too corny for me. It was too. Yeah, no.
no, that was Dear Lover. Dear Lover sent me a text and said, "Oh man, you've got to see the new Beverly Hills Cop."
Oh, he liked it.
He liked it.
Well, has a deer in his house, so fuck him. He's weird.
Yeah.
He's weird. He's a Republican. He's weird.
Put him in the JD Vance category.
All right. So we got to continue on with this. Thank you so very much, Amber. Everybody get over to Rumble. Check out the Amber May Show on Rumble. And if you go back there, it was aired live tonight. I was on there with her. And good Lord, I don't know why she had me on there.
I have to have you back on. I had so much fun with you.
Oh, I had fun with you, too.
Okay.
That's
Keep
the
it
first time I've
clean.
heard a woman say that about him.
I'm
Normally
muting.
it's a guy, but way to go, Amber.
He's so clever and like right on it, and he's so smart.
Stop.
He has all these facts.
Stop.
Like I loved having him on.
Amber,
Is
stop
she
it.
talking about me?
No,
again?
she's
No,
not.
she's talking about me.
Jesus.
Thank you,
wow.
Amber. I love you. I'll get that check in the
Okay,
mail
I
to
like
you.
the other two of you guys too. Don't get jealous. If you want to come on my show, I'd be happy to have you.
Screw
on.
them. They can't. They don't know what they're talking about.
I'd like to come anywhere.
If you could, you would.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There we
I'd
go.
like to do it.
Anyway, I think we need to move this along. Like I said, thank you so very much. Everybody, please check out Amber May on the Amber May Show on Rumble. It's a delight, and you learn a lot of stuff. I've learned a lot of things from her. So that's why I can come over here and talk to you bozos about shit that's
Well, I
real.
knew you were getting it from somewhere because you didn't get that shit on your own. So, Amber, thank you.
That's right.
She's already hung up on us.
No, she's muted.
Screw you.
No, I was just being polite. I was asked to leave, so I muted my mic.
Oh, wow. I wish Scooter worked like that.
I know everybody's been waiting for it. Everybody wants to hear about it. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got to go there. I'm sorry. I apologize for doing this to you. But Spanky, tell us about your rant.
God. Well, listen, you brought it up earlier. You showed the clips of the male boxer fighting the female boxer in the god-awful Olympics and how it's allowed.
Yep.
By showing that to me, just is going to back up my rant here 110%. I'm going to say what I'm going to say with a sense of urgency, but with the white-hot fury of someone who has shared in the abyss of domestic violence and seen its true monstrous face. This may be a trigger for some people. I'm going to give you a warning now. The rise of abuse, it's not just tearing families apart. It's a cancer eating away at the very soul of our society. And listen, make no mistake, we are all complicit in its spread through our silence, our inaction, our willingness to look the other way. I just want to be painfully clear. I'm a dad whose children will never again feel their mother's embrace. My kid's mother, a vibrant, loving woman, ripped from this world by the cowardly hands of her abusive boyfriend, stabbed to death 7 times in a Walmart parking lot. Her death and the death of their unborn child, it's not just a tragedy. It was a damning indictment of our collective failure to protect the vulnerable among us. The system has failed her. The system is failing many people. Society has failed her. We failed her. And yet here we are, wringing our hands and mouthing platitudes while more victims suffer, more children are orphaned, more abusers fucking walking free, emboldened by our weakness. Listen, this is enough. I'm sick to death of candlelight vigils, of awareness months, of ribbons and hashtags that do nothing but ease the principles of the complacent. We need to get rid of this gentle persuasion. It's not working. We need action. I command that we start implementing some measures immediately. My ideas, my thoughts, you could agree with them, disagree with them, it doesn't matter to me. But going through raising my kids without their mother who will never see them graduate, who will never see them get married, who will never see their granddaughter take its first steps, that has all been ripped away. What we need, education and awareness. Scrap the watered-down feel-good programs, fucking doing nothing. I want hard-hitting mandatory courses in every fucking school from elementary to college. Show the brutality of abuse and all its ugly reality. Make every child understand that violence, no matter what it is never acceptable. Arm them with the knowledge to recognize and resist it. Early intervention. Every teacher, doctor, clerk, the fucking bus driver, everybody needs to be trained to spot the signs of abuse. And I don't mean just trained, legally obligated to report it. Guess what that means? No more turning that blind eye. No more, it's not my business. If you see something, you act, or you face consequences. Victim support. So much needed. A hotline, that's not enough. When are they going to get time to get away and call? When are they going to get away from their abuser and have enough time to call and give you the information you're looking for? Are you kidding me? We need more shelters. We need more legal aid. We need more long-term housing, job training programs. You get the idea. Give victims not just an escape route, but a road to a new life. And for Christ's sake, stop asking why they don't just leave. Need to start asking why we make it so damn hard for them to do so. Here's something. Abuser accountability. The days of slaps on the wrist, stop it. I want mandatory minimum sentences. You have it for drug dealers, you have it for trafficking, you have it for assaults, you have it for murders, but goddamn, you don't have it for domestic violence. I want intensive long-term rehabilitation programs. I want ankle monitors, a lifetime parole for repeat offenders. If you get knocked more than twice, that's a repeat offender. 3 strikes, you're out. Here, remember that rule? Why can't it apply to domestic violence? Make the consequences so severe that raising a hand in anger becomes absolutely unthinkable. Dig into the root causes: poverty, substance abuse, mental health. These aren't just social issues, guys. These are powder kegs in abusive homes. Tackle them head on with funded programs, accessible treatment, community support networks. We can do it. Big one I thought of, bystander intervention. Every adult should be trained in safe intervention techniques, creating this culture where standing by silently is seen as a shameful act it is. A pussy, a coward for not saying anything. Your discomfort at speaking up is nothing compared to my kids' moms being stabbed 7 times, killing her and their unborn baby. Social norms, yeah. Hey, how about we launch scorched earth campaigns against all this? Outdated gender roles and the insidious idea that jealousy equals love. What? Shame those who make excuses for abusers. Call out the jokes, the offhand comments, the media that normalizes control and violence in relationships, the rap musics, the cartoons. It's all out there. I'm guilty myself. We laugh it off. We don't think anything of it. Economic empowerment. Create job programs specifically for abuse survivors. Offer microloans, financial literacy classes, child care assistance. Offer this stuff. Economic dependency is a cage. It's time to break it wide open. Mandatory parenting classes for expectant parents. Mandatory. Free family counseling. Hell, if the illegals can get it, why the fuck can't families who need it? Teach conflict resolution in schools. Break the generational cycle of violence before it takes root. Coordinated response, here's an idea. Form a task force with real teeth. Bring law enforcement, healthcare, education, social services under one roof with a single mission. Eradicate domestic violence from every community. Give them the budget and the authority to make real changes. Enough with the electric cars. Enough with the pretty paint jobs on these cars. Enough with hiring special people to counsel people on special feelings. Fuck it. We need real help. We need real people. And to our so-called leaders, your pathetic responses and empty promises disgust me. If you lack the spine to tackle the issue head on, step aside, kick rocks. We need warriors, not politicians. To my neighbors and fellow podcasters and my family here joining us, take a long, hard look in the mirror. Do it now. Think about it. Because your silence, your jokes, your willingness to mind your own business all contributes to a culture where abusers thrive. Be better. Do better. I'm sitting here right now a broken man, but one forged in the fires of unimaginable loss into something harder, fiercer. My children will never again see their mother smile, hear her laugh, or feel her comforting embrace. She will never see them again get married, experience being a grandparent, or that hole in our lives will never be filled. Those kids, it's always going to be there. And I'm going to be damned if I let her death be in vain. This isn't a request. This is a plea for everybody. Backed by the righteous anger of every victim, every survivor, every child who's cowered in fear of the very people who should protect them. We cannot be silent anymore. We will accept half measures no longer. Time for action is now. Who among you has the courage, the moral fiber to stand? Who will look into the eyes of an abuse survivor and say, never again, not on my watch? And who's going to slink back into the shadows, content to, just none of my business about this tragedy while doing nothing to prevent it? Make your choice, but know this, we're watching. We're pissed. And we're not going to rest until every home in this community, this country, this world is a sanctuary, not a battlefield. Kids need to hear I love you, not I hate you. Kids need to hear give them hugs and kisses, not smacks and beatings. In memory of every victim, in honor of every survivor, and in the fierce protection of every vulnerable soul still trapped in this cycle of abuse, I say this: no more. Not one more life shattered, not another child orphaned, not one more coward empowered by our collectiveness. This war against domestic violence has to start now. It's a good time. New president. And God help anyone who stands in our way. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I think you said it all.
Well, yeah, you did.
Dude.
Wow.
I just, yeah. So I apologize if that's a trigger for people. I apologize if brought back memories, or I totally apologize. But between the boxing and the stabbing that we saw on Saturday, it's just violence. It's taken. Families are getting ruined, man. We have to do something. We can't just keep blowing this shit off.
We need families. We need families back. We need fathers in homes.
Yeah. That's something that the Democrats are against. They don't want you to have children.
Well,
they don't want there to be a family.
Right.
The state needs to raise your children because they know what's best.
Right. They do.
So, well, ladies and gentlemen, on that note, woo! I don't know where to go with it after that, brother.
Well,
that was good. That was good.
Well, I appreciate that.
I'm in the mood to get to go eat some cheese, actually.
I hate you. Man, I hate you.
Oh, something to look forward to coming up next week. I've got some things lined up here. Did you know that Donald J. Trump was in Chicago today?
Chicago.
I
was in Chicago.
He was at the National Black Journalist Conference, and boy, did some sparks fly during that little conference. Holy crap, it was good.
Wow.
I like some of the drops. Hopefully we get more. Hopefully we get some of those drops for next week's show. But
yes,
yes, that reporter, whoever she was,
from ABC News reporter,
she thought she had him, man. She thought that I'm going to drill him out. That this is it. I'm going to make him look bad. You can't do that to Mr. Trump. you can't do that to Mr. Trump.
No, he didn't. And then they made a big deal out of the fact that, well, you're saying all these bad things about your opponent. You're saying these bad things. You said that she's not black, or what? He answered it correctly. She doesn't even know if she's black, and she's not. She's Indian.
Right.
She's Indian and she's Jamaican. I'm sorry. And little secret.
She also came out and said that if she becomes president, if Congress doesn't take action on a mandatory gun confiscation within the first 100 days.
Yep.
She'll do it via executive order.
Yep. She's going to trample all over the Second Amendment. She doesn't give a shit about the Second.
If she does that, that target will be on her.
Can't say that.
I think
can't
say
can't.
that.
can't we didn't say that.
Here comes the SUVs.
Way
up to the house.
Well, Secret Service, I got a slope roof, so it's okay.
The target to get her out of office as well.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Oh,
you guys rushed to judgment.
Sorry.
So
Sorry.
We're preconditioned in this world of cancel culture and fucking
violent.
Everything else that's going on. Holy shit. Yeah.
Doesn't affect me because I identify as a tri-lesbian, black Indian, Norwegian
And
puppy.
I'm gay, so they can't do anything to me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're the wrong kind of gay. You're conservative.
Yeah, you're not a nag.
You think
we're in the Middle East or something?
No, you're not a nag. Remember, you're not a new age gay. You're old school.
Yeah.
You're not a nag. You're okay.
Okay.
You're a friend first, then you're gay. I mean,
Wait. Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Hey, easy there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Easy there.
Yeah.
Easy.
I'll just cut that shit out.
But under the table, my God.
Who's under the? Wait, what?
Get your hands under the
Whoa!
Guys, hands up.
This is how rumors start. This is where we're at.
Unbelievable.
Start 'em.
I know we're friends, but still.
It's. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go there.
No.
Oh, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
You have nice hair.
Yeah, you got nice hair.
You got nice hair.
You got nice. I like the highlights in it. It looks good.
Yeah, it looks great.
It looks.
I paid a lot of money for that. A lot of years of dealing with
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, Saturday night, the Beans and Weenie Show is doomed. We'll be here. It's not going to have Jester. I can already tell you that because he's going to be getting his prison pocket filled.
I think he's dead.
I think he might be. I think the deer killed him.
Deer kicked
He
his
could have
ass.
been here in Nevada because there was like 3 people that died in prison. They had all gangbusters in the prisons.
Somebody, he got stretched a little too much. What the hell happened here?
Yes, 3 inmates died and they had riots and shit. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, no shit.
What are they putting in the water?
I don't know. I don't think they have any.
That could be it.
That might be the problem.
Just for the record, slightly, and anybody else that recalls Saturday's stabbing event, the media is sticking with a man stabbed another man. All signs of race have been erased. There's no more.
Did they ask the dead guy if he was a man? I mean, he could.
He has not died yet. He's still hanging on, apparently. So,
oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love to see a picture of him, and then we can go back to the story.
And then, right? I want to see pictures of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they arrest anybody yet?
Nope. They questioned the guy that did the stabbing. They're saying it was self-defense. Now, I don't understand how you can self-defense with a knife. I mean,
so that means if he was self-defending with a knife, that would have to mean the other guy had a gun, I guess, right?
That's what I'm not getting when they said that no charges are being filed, that they're considering this self-defense.
Okay, so he was in fear of his life. That's what happened.
I don't. That they're not.
The guy heard him with his words.
That's.
Is that what we're talking about?
Again, thanks to the assassination attempt, if you don't agree with what somebody says, you have the right to harm them. So.
All right. Well, fine.
All right.
Well, what do we got coming up after the Beans and Weenie Show is doomed? About 11-ish in the evening there, Spankmeister.
Listen, we've got more of your top 100 best one-hit wonders of all time. I think we left off with 20. Where did we leave off? 50?
I fell asleep.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
50.
It wasn't that good. 50 to 26.
50 to 26. Yeah, we're going to cover those. It's been an interesting list so far. Some people bringing back some memories hearing these one-hit wonders. Other people are going, wait a minute, that's not a one-hit wonder. There's been like 3 other songs.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what they classified a one-hit wonder, how they classified it. I got this list from another source, so I don't know. But
Came from the Democrat Party.
Maybe.
Because there's no rhyme or reason to it, and they're not all one-hit wonders.
Yeah, they're not all one-hit wonders.
I don't understand
I don't get it. Yeah. But nonetheless, some very cool songs to bring back. Some that Yeah, it's been a minute since you heard some of these songs. So
sweet.
Check that out. We have a lot of fun with that. It's interactive. You can get on and chat with us. And if you got stories or, man, I was this years old when I heard this song, and we got some pretty cool stories from people. But
I'm like the only one that knows the song pre-70s. I don't understand that.
Because you're old.
Ooh.
Fuck you.
Wow, that was fast. He didn't even think about it. He just said, yeah, because you're old.
Because you're old.
Because you're old.
Yeah.
I mean, you're knocking on Biden's door, buddy.
Knock, knock, knocking on Biden's door. I don't know where I'm going.
Times on the ceiling if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Twice on the pipes when my depends gets full.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, sorry.
Stop it.
No? Too
Hey,
soon?
do you know that the U.S. team has the most medals in the Olympics at this point?
How many gold?
5.
That's it?
That's it. 13 silver, 12 bronze, 30 total.
So our country this week has gone through, and correct me if any of these are incorrect, Snoop Dogg being a torch runner.
Yep.
Oh my God! Did he light up a joint with it?
I wouldn't doubt it.
That'd be classic.
Cross-dressers doing the opening ceremonies, mocking Christianity.
Yep.
Camel Toe Harris having a rally with Megan Thee Stallion singing about how her pussy's fat and she got a bitch ass body and she'll kick your ass, and she said any N-word will take her on. That's who she had perform at her rally.
Yep.
And now we don't even come up in the medal count. I mean, we suck with gold.
Well, okay. So we got 5 gold, 13 silver, 12 bronze.
Woohoo!
We're sucking it.
Sounds like my high school count. Well, I had more like 3 bronze, 2 blondes, and a redhead. Yeah.
No, you didn't. You didn't even come
You know what?
close
Shut
to
up. It's my dream.
Yeah, it is a dream.
Just let me live
Look
it.
at China. They got 9 golds.
China. They bought them. Well, they make them. They probably pocketed some of them. 2 for you, 1 for me.
That's it.
2 for you, 3 for me.
I bet they don't have any trans people on their team.
Yeah, then you just show that Asian guy.
Oh, yeah. What country was he with? He was like Taiwan or something.
That was like North Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
They're all the same over there.
Let's see. Well, let's take a look here. What have we? We've won. Okay, so the men's 4x100 freestyle relay swimming. They won a medal.
Okay, that must be someone who swam over here.
Yep. Women's 100 meter butterfly. God, I would love to have seen that. Tori Husk. She
I'm
sounds.
glad Spanky got that.
Oh,
Can I ask one question about the Olympics?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not following the Olympics at all, and it sounds like you guys know a lot about it. Were there any trans men competing in women's sports?
Oh, you missed it earlier tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's part of my speech was kind of because of that.
Yes, the International Olympic Boxing Committee changed the rules, and women got beat up by men.
I didn't realize that was happening at the Olympics. I'm sorry.
Yep.
No, yeah. No, that's happening at the Olympics.
BP and Podbean, he said, so a trans Chinese guy would be some young no guy.
Oh, my God.
I love him. He's my favorite.
Some young no leak.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. No hung low.
No.
Well, you guys all remember the old time Olympic joke, right?
No, remind us lately.
Why the United States always kicks everyone else's ass, because all the people that can run, jump, and swim are already here.
Ooh, boy, that's fitting this
Yeah,
year.
I've heard that one.
There you go. I've never heard that one.
That's fitting.
You haven't?
I've heard it.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm just too old for that kind of shit. So.
No, it's because I'm a border
right.
state. That's why.
Okay.
That's
All
right. You live in with the cows.
She's a
That's
border
right.
state.
Yeah.
All right. So wrapping this up, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out our friend Jester Dooms, who's not here tonight, won't be here Saturday night, but check out his Doom Daily Show on Spotify. You can find him on linktree.com/Jester Dooms. That'll tell you everywhere you can listen to his show. He does, it's an interesting look into his daily life.
Him and his deer.
He's weird.
He is. He's weird. It's fun.
He's weird.
It's like a Netflix special.
It is.
It is. It's great.
It's like Tiger King Part 2. Like, it's just, well, actually, this would be Deer not Tiger, the Deer King.
Deer King.
Deer King.
Deer King Part 1.
Yes. Yeah, so he'd be the official Deer King.
Exactly. And as always, do not forget to like, follow, and share the show. We love having you as our audience, and we want to experience more people out there. So, I'm just saying that for you.
Did you say experiment with more people?
That too. We can experiment. And last but not least, if you've got a story, you got a question, you got anything, don't hesitate. Send it to us. You can catch us at the Beans and Weenie Show at yahoo.com or on any of our social media platforms. You can direct message me or Spanky, TikTok, Clapper, Twitter. I don't even know what to call it. Zitter, Facebook.
Yeah, it's all over.
And be sure to follow Slightly. Slightly, what's your handle?
What's your handle, big boy?
Yeah,
My handle, you can handle me over on X at Slightly Serious. I think. I'm double checking right now.
At Slightly Serious.
Forever to find you yesterday.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
I wouldn't tell him where you were at. I kept that. I kept the information. You didn't say I could. Then I did.
Oh, Big Rick said Spanky doesn't look at his messages.
No, he does. Spanky doesn't answer any of his.
I have very selective message reading abilities. Very selective.
Oh.
That's what it is.
This is a weird song, really.
Why?
What happened to the other one?
I know, get out of here.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here.
No, you can't say that. We'll get
sorry.
Harry Big Cock's agency will come after us. Once again, thank you, Amber, for being on the show. We love you, babe.
Man, listen, thank for all the beans too, all the donations, I guess you gotta call them. Miss Kitty,
Princess Kitty, ran away. Love her.
Meow. We need a sound effect, so every time she does it, just hit it. Meow. Man, I'm gay. Never mind.
You are gay.
Sorry. Should you play out song tonight? Be 3 times a lady. Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
BP, go to bed.
Aren't you supposed to be working?
He's at work.
I'm gonna quote what Eric just said, and you're not gonna believe he said this. I made it rain some gold beans in this bitch.
Thank you so much, Eric.
It's my favorite Eric quote ever, right there. I made it rain some gold beans in this bitch. I'm putting it on a t-shirt.
We're gonna have to compile some of Eric's finer quotes. He's had some good ones.
He's had one or two, yeah.
That-
He's had one or two. Oh, by the way, TikTok.
TikTok.
Feel free to follow me on TikTok. I don't even know what you follow. Just look up Spanky McButterpants. And
We need like 970 people, please. Come on.
yeah, I need more people.
Like,
I mean, you don't even have to watch shit. Just follow me so I get the persons. You know what I'm saying? I just need 1,000 so we can go live, and then I can do things there. And
you might win one of his new T-shirts.
yeah, I gotta adjust them. I gotta adjust them before we show them.
Why? Why are you gonna adjust them?
Because the copyright police sitting to my left are like, God, change it! They're gonna rape you and take you down. They're gonna.
I got bad news though as far as copyright and changing one letter.
What? Oh, is that taken too?
I might have taken that.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Go ahead and sell them bitches.
Oh my God. So we have a new T-shirt design, but I've got to adjust it before I show. My plan was to show it tonight.
Oh.
But we need to adjust it now that we found out the word "hawk."
Oh, you're gonna listen to me?
Has been
What?
copyrighted.
Wow.
Well, I don't want you to get your panties in a bunch and then get all mad when somebody shows up at the door to take my knees out or me out.
Knees taking your knee.
Yeah, Donnie motherfucking Miles has been busy. I'm going to tell you that. Southeast Kansas is a shithole, and he's just busy. I'm going to leave
The meth crop was good this year?
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. Oh, my God. Listen, I'm out.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you slightly.
Miss you guys.
Okay. Touch you later.